So, I'm going to propose to you that we, as visionaries, as experts, should take the approach that we know almost nothing. Why? Simple. You take a young person and you take a very old person. Which one thinks they know more? The young one who just came out of school, or the old person? It's actually the young person. Right? I've been at the university for 20 years. All the students coming through want now is they want to know what you can give them as a toolbox so when they leave college they have a job. That's all they want to know. Right? They don't want to think anymore. Give me the toolbox. And if it's not in the toolbox, what's the professor wasting my time? He's not giving me the toolbox. Right? But as you get older, you realize you know more or know less. You know less about everything. Right? When you finally get old, you become like Socrates. Socrates says, the only thing I know is that I don't know anything. And then he talked to all the wisest people in the land at that time. Right? He went to all the experts, and after he interviewed all the experts, he came back home and he said, I now know that I am the wisest of all people. Because I know nothing, but every other expert thinks that they're an expert and they can solve any problem in the world. And they're wrong. Because they only know just a little. And that's the only place they're an expert. But because I know nothing, he said, I know that I'm the smartest person. Now, let's address another issue. How many of you think that to be an expert yourself versus to utilize other people's expertise, in this comparison, which is the more powerful or the person who adds more value? The one who is the actual expert or the one who knows how to utilize other people's expertise? It's utilized. How many agree? Yes, that is the problem. I can tell you, every year, are we having more people graduate from college? Yes. Do we have more engineers? Yes. Do we have more doctors? Yes. But somehow, the expertise isn't being utilized. Because we have a lack of people who can utilize other people's expertise. If we know almost nothing, we have no choice but to utilize other people because we have no expertise ourselves. Although that sounds ridiculous, it makes a lot of sense. My boss keeps telling me, he said, Dean, he says, you know, everybody calls me an expert in leadership. He said, the only reason I became who I am was I was so ignorant and had no expertise that I had to go get other people and use their expertise. And he said, after 30 and 40 years of being in the Army and being an educator, I found out that that's an actual talent. He said, I got here by mistake. And he was true to his word. He utilized other people's expertise. So if we know very little, that's the best value approach. Why? It minimizes decision making. When we finally find the expert, which we will show you how to know who an expert is without being an expert yourself. All right? When you finally figure out what's going on, you don't have to make a decision. When you find the expert, you listen to the expert. Because we don't know. That's the expert. And then we learn another beautiful idea. When we have two different companies, a buying company and a vendor company, our traditional way of doing it is the buying company tells the expert vendor what to do. When they do this, the value of the expert goes up or down? Goes down. This becomes win-lose. They become more proactive or reactive. These folks who are doing this have just stripped the supply base of any motivation to have expertise. Now, this is a supply chain, different parties. This here is one organization. Is this a good thing for the boss to do? No. Now, if we have two experts working together and two non-experts together, who does more of this? Who says experts? Raise your hand. Who says non-experts? Raise your hand. It's the non-experts, right? Because the non-experts don't know what's going to happen in the future. So they all get together, and they want the comfort of everybody agreeing on what's going to happen.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel for more content. If you have any questions about the best value approach or for Dr. Dean, leave them in the comment section below and we'll get to them in a later video. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.